Russia has pushed back at statements by US President Donald Trump in which he threatened to raise tariffs on India for buying Russian oil. The Kremlin says it's illegal to try to force countries to stop trading with Moscow. On social media, Trump accused India of buying and reselling large amounts of Russian oil on the open market for big profits. New Delhi responded by saying it will take measures to protect its interests and described Washington's stance as unfair. Since Russia invaded Ukraine, India has resisted pressure from the US to distance itself from Moscow, citing its own economic needs. Mohsin Raza Khan is a professor at India's Jindal School of International Affairs. He joins us now from New Delhi. Now, Trump said India's energy and defense deals with Russia are the reason for extra penalties. Is this about trade or something bigger?
It's anyone's guess. It's very difficult to read Donald Trump's mind. It possibly is about partly about Ukraine and our buying Russian oil. It could majorly be about the fact that we don't provide a big enough market for U.S. goods through our tariffs and our non-tariff barriers. And he's interested in that. He might also want us to buy more U.S. weapons and oil. It's not clear how much of it is business, which Trump is known for. He's got a nose for business, and he has to show something to his MAGA crowd back home. And how much of it is about Ukraine and Russia, where too he has to show some success in order to get his Nobel Peace Prize.
Now, unsurprisingly, we are seeing Russia siding with India in this dispute. Is this a bigger front than Trump was expecting?
I think India may not want this, because Russia siding with India increases our distance from the United States. And the US is too important for us for many reasons. First of all, it is the largest source of remittances. That is, the largest number of Indians working abroad work in the US. We have a large amount of high IT exports and business process outsourcing, BPO exports. So we also have a trade surplus of $47 billion in goods. That is, our total goods trade with US is $87 billion in exports, 40 billion in imports from US. That also creates a lot of jobs. And we have about another 33 or 34 billion in exports of services. So altogether, our exports to the US are over $120 billion and a huge source of remittances. Plus, the US is a big source of high-tech collaboration for India. India needs that technology for its defense and for various other purposes.
Now, if I may interrupt you there, I would like to sort of switch perspectives. Could these tariffs also hurt American companies, especially those that are deeply tied to the Indian supply chains?
No, not really, because India's tariffs are already quite high. I mean, India can't raise them much further without really damaging ourselves. So there is little for the US to lose, I think, in this relationship. The main reason the US was altruistic towards India was because they wanted to use India as a leverage against China over the last 25 years. They were trying to build up India. But Trump doesn't seem to care for that. India didn't calculate that for Trump, business is more important than any kind of balancing against China.
So as a result of that, do you see India trying to negotiate its way out?
There are two views here. I mean, India will definitely try to negotiate. There's too much at stake for the government in terms of money, in terms of jobs, and in terms of defense cooperation. But there are some in India who say, no, India should resist because this is a neo-imperialist kind of expansion by the United States, and they want to influence our foreign policy apart from trade. So we should take some cost, we should pay some cost and resist it. Whereas others are saying, no, we should be more realist and we should make a compromise. It's about making reforms and fixing our tariffs, and maybe we have to bend a little bit, but it's okay, the costs are too high. So there are these two camps in India, but the government is definitely going to be on the negotiation side. The sad part is the Indian government doesn't have much expertise on the US. We don't have proper centers for the study of US. My university has started one a few weeks ago, and now hopefully we'll catch up. We need to study and know in detail what the president is thinking, what Americans are all about. So we need more study of the US and India right now.
Mohsin Raza Khan of India's Jindal School of International Affairs. Thank you very much for sharing your expertise with us.
Thank you.